are in a good place. Secondly, salat and salam for Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who has brought us from the darkness and from the stupidness to the cleverness. Honorable to our lecturer and all of the audience who have presentation today to listening our presentation. Good morning, everyone.
Morning!
How are you today?
I'm fine.
I'm pretty sure you guys are excited to listening our presentation today. We are from Group 5 and we will to presenting our presentation under the title Introduction to Spotify for Improving Listening Skills. So before we start, let me introduce myself and all of my members. My name is Mutiara Kolgamatma and I'm as a moderator. And then we have our first and smart presenter, Vika Mardiani.
Hello!
The second presenter is our pretty boy, Muhammad Emil.
Hello, Emil!
And also we have our cool game master, Bilo Sarwana.
Hello, Dilo!
And the last, we have our field recorder, Raza Shakira.
Halo, Rajwa!
Okay, without waiting any longer, let's start for the first presenter, Vika Mardiani. Time is yours.
Okay, before that I will ask you, do you use Spotify?
Yes!
Okay. Do you use Spotify to listening music?
Yes!
Spotify is a digital streaming platforms that offer to access many of million songs, podcasts, or other audio materials. That was launched in 2006 and now become most of widely used music service in the world. Spotify provide many parts collection audio materials produced by native speakers such as songs, podcasts, or talk show. You can, for example, you search in Spotify and hear how native speaker produce work, and then the second one is high accessibility. Spotify designed to be it's extremely user friendly. It's easy to learners for beginners to navigate. Because Spotify is available on many devices, listeners can continue listening without losing their progress. Support independent learning.
Okay, we will look Vika. For the presentation. Next, let's continue to our second presenter, Emil. Time is yours.
The next slide, what we talk about is how those Spotify work. For the point one is use streaming technology, audio plays without needing full download. That point one is that Spotify is a digital platform that using streaming technology. That means all of the users of Spotify or people can hear it or listening some kind of song, audio, or podcast in Spotify without downloading first. So the people of user don't need to worry about their phone being stored being full. The next slide is Spotify feature. There's so many features that we want to talk about. For the first one is search. So the feature search in Spotify is allow user to find many kinds of song, album, or podcast, or many kinds of audio that you're looking for in the app with quickly and efficiently. And then the feature number 2 is playlist. Playlist is allow us as a user to organize our favorite song. It's kind of like, for example, we really like song Happy. So we can make a playlist that inside a playlist there is so many song Happy that we like. That's the easy for us. The limitation of Spotify in listening. Although Spotify offers many useful features for listening practice, it also has several limitations that teacher and learner needs consider. The point one, not all podcasts provide transcript. The limitation number one that happened, it is because the creator of the podcast. Many creator of podcast has uploaded their podcast but not enable their transcript. As a result, maybe we as a user has difficult to follow what the podcast talk about or what the discussion of the podcast itself. All the limitations that I've said, Spotify can be still useful for us, like for our listening practice in everyday. Because Spotify has a such wide range of authentic audio, music, or podcast that it can be still learning. We can still learn for those of us who want to learn like good intonation, natural vocabulary, or who learn a good accent of language. Even though many content in Spotify are not designed for education, but it can still be support for us to our listening practice every day. I think that's all from me. Thank you so much for your attention. I'm going to moderator.
Okay, that was a good and clear explanation from both of our presenters. And now, next, we will open Q&A session. For audience who want to ask, please raise your hand. Barus?
The question is listening to music more effective than podcast for improved listening skill? Why?
Nazla?
Learners understand accent and fast speech on Spotify.
Thank you. Okay, you have some time to search the answer.
Okay, let me answer the last questions. Okay, the question is, is listening to music more effective than podcast? Yes, according to my experience, because now many teenagers or people love music because you can listen music while you study or listening or studying or exercising or things.
So, I'm gonna answer another question. The question is, how can beginners understand accent and fast speech on Spotify? I think it depends on the people. So if they want to learn about the accent or the fast speech, they can hear it on many kinds of audio on Spotify every day. Or they can hearing the audio or listening to the audio use speed control, like in the slower, like they can hear it every day. Maybe the people can learn day by day about how the learning of accent and fast speech.
Okay, now we're going to the fun part. It is activity time. And now we will hand it over to our master game, Hilo.
Okay, after looking at various explanation about the Spotify features, we will invite you now in the podcast to listen about the entitle on how are arts helping to heal humans. It contains 3 questions, and whoever can answer it, question will receive a special prize. Oh yeah, if you understand what they say, you can use your smartphone. Ara can send link in the group. You can see the lyric.
A morning shower or an evening shower? What can magic teach us about the brain? Making friends as you get older.
These are all topics you'll discover in the Reading Room, our new series of magazine-style articles on our website.
They each come with highlighted vocabulary, comprehension questions, and an audio download.
Learn about the world and improve your reading skills with the Reading Room at bbclearningenglish.com.
6 Minutes English from bbclearningenglish.com.
Hello, this is 6 Minute English from BBC Learning English. I'm Neil.
And I'm Georgie. Neil, have you ever ridden a horse?
Yes, I have. I can't say that I enjoyed it much. I was a bit scared, to be honest. How about you?
I used to ride horses a lot, actually. My favourite thing was to ride a horse through the countryside. I love horses, they're so majestic and lovely. The relationship between humans and horses is the...
Podcast is ready. And the first question is, according to the podcast, why are horse considered as necessarily effective in helping people with emotional difficulties compared to who will answer?
They send human feelings like fear or sadness to the brain, heart rate, and movement and response. Horse send human feelings like fear or sadness to the brain, heart rate, and movement and respond. And responding to a perfect animal therapy.
And the second question is, what specific human emotion or condition are mentioned in the podcast that horse can respond to and how do the horse react to them? Okay, Marus.
Especially effective in helping people with emotional response because of their ability to respond to human emotional in ways that are instinctive, non-verbal, and deeply
And repeat this.
coordinate, especially effective in helping people with emotional disorders because of their unique ability to respond to human emotional in ways that are instinctive, non-verbal, and deeply
Okay, Marus, please. After hearing the podcast, what the moral or conclusion you can get? Udah, please.
The moral of the podcast is that horses can sense human emotion and help people feel through comments, words, and emotional connections.
Yeah. For the winner can be okay guys, if you are ready in the accident from car, we feel sorry and
Okay, that was so fun activity, right? And then, before we close our presentation today, I can conclude that Spotify, although not a dedicated language learning application, is highly effective in improving English listening skills. The platform provides authentic input through podcasts, music, and real-life audio content that help learners develop a habit of extensive listening, enrich their vocabulary, and enhance their pronunciation with appropriate material selection and strategic use. Spotify becomes a powerful digital literacy tool that transforms everyday listening activities into a meaningful learning process. I think that's all from our group. Thank you for listening. and it's useful for all of us. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.